Right, so we've parked up in Seaton, which is just down the road from Lyme Regis. And there you go. That's the view from where we're parked. So let's have a wander. Quite a few vans parked up here. I'm hoping that we can sleep here tonight. Nice looking building over there. Finn and Sam have wandered off ahead, so I'll head into town and see if I can find them. So the buildings here aren't so old on the seafront from the looks of things, and I don't know what's going on here, but it's like an old block of flats that they've put this metal skeleton over, and I guess they're going to then clad it to make it look more modern and then add some more flats above. Looks like they're going to build some new apartments there too. They'll have a hell of a view. So this place has seen better days, but I'm guessing that'll just get developed right on the seafront. So that's by the seafront there. And then what we'll do is we'll wander into town now. It's 6:15 on Saturday evening, so places are going to be closed. Sam and Finn have just gone into the arcade. But yeah, we'll see if we can get some food and just let you have a quick look at Seaton. So there you go. This is Seaton. Looks quite nice actually. If we sleep here, then we'll have a wander around tomorrow. But I'm not sure what the plan is yet, whether we're staying here or whether we're going to head somewhere else. Place here, it's Town Hall. It's very nice. Although it says Gateway, so I'm guessing it's now not a town hall. Maybe it looks like a theatre or a cinema or something. But yeah, very impressive building. Not sure what's down here, but we'll have a little look. Yeah, I'm hoping that we can get something to eat here, or I can buy some food and cook in the van, and hopefully we can park down on the seafront. That would be ideal. On this bench, it's going to go in that fish and chip shop there, but it was so busy, so the search continues. I'm not convinced that there's going to be much here, but we'll see. Obviously what I should have done is stocked the van with everything I needed to cook a meal, but I wasn't that organised this time around.
A few moments later.
So we've been to Aldi, and I've got a little katsu curry stir fry on the go in here, which looks very nice. We eat with that view out there. That's a good bit of grub. Right, so we are going to sleep here in Seaton on the Esplanade tonight. So yeah, I'll make the beds up. There isn't tons of room in these little vans, unfortunately, but there should be enough space for us three. Finn's going to sleep in the front, across the front seats, and Sam and I are going to sleep in the back here. I don't put the roof up when we're wild camping, because It just advertises the fact that we're sleeping here.
The next day.
So we've slept here at Seaton on the Esplanade, and it was lovely and quiet. Really, really good. And what a morning. It's about 7 o'clock. Sam and Finn are still asleep in the van. Yeah, I can see movement. They're getting up now. Morning, campers. How are we doing? How are you doing up front there, Finn? Good?
I need a wee.
Good sleep? You need a wee. She wants me to see if there's toilets open. As I say, it's just gone 7, so still pretty early. I don't know if I said yesterday that there's an Aldi here just around the corner, which was handy. That's where I bought my dinner. So there's toilets round by the Seaton tramway here. I don't know what time they open. Obviously it's 7:15. I've come down here, toilets are open. Sam's come down here, hers are locked. So she's now had to leg it into the men's, hoping that no one goes in after her. So that's the tramway building. So just down from the Seaton tramway, it's a huge Tesco's with fuel, which is handy. Again, it's a Sunday, so it's all shut at the moment, but if we're here midweek, I could get some breakfast from there. So we're not sure where these trams go. I presume it's just like a tourist thing. So this is what it looks like in here when the bed's down. It's a bit of a mess, but we all fit. How was it sleeping in the front, Finn? Good. Put sunglasses on because it's very sunny. It's almost a workout putting this little lot away. And it's a workout for Finn getting changed in the front of the van. Oh, she just sat there, is she? Oh, she was doing Qigong, Jesus. So that's the bedding all stacked up at the back of the van. Now all I need to do is push this seat back into position. That's the bed away now, and we'll go find some milk and then have a cup of tea and some breakfast. Right, we are parked still up on the Esplanade at Seaton, and we are going to look at Kernomad's van. He's got a YouTube channel. So firstly, this is way bigger than my T4. Look at the size of this.
It was, the T4 was, when we had the T4, it was absolutely fantastic and we loved it. It was, it was just not practical. We just needed the extra space. Pulling the bed out meant that was it now. It was just a bedroom, and we needed, I like the extra space. I wouldn't go this big next time, if I'm being honest. I would probably have a long wheelbase instead of the extra long, because...
See, so you can sleep across the way on the bed,
yeah,
can't
that was
you?
the plan.
Yeah.
We sleep this way. I actually built these...
But how tall are you?
I'm just shy of 6 foot.
Right,
Well,
okay.
5'11".
Yeah, okay.
Just shy of 6 foot. Yeah, but I actually built these in, but this one isn't big enough. So the problem is, I put the mattress on, and it's a full-size mattress.
Is that for your head? Oh, I see. So your head at one side and your feet the other. Right, I see. Yeah,
but the problem is, with pillows, if I turn my head sideways, I get locked in. So I need to drop the bed down really, but.
But then you've got a garage underneath.
The garage is spectacular. It carries a lot of stuff. I'll show you in a second. It's a mess back there, but it just shows you exactly what you can take. It takes a lot of stuff. Got a hell of a lot of stuff back there.
Look at this. This looks good, doesn't it? Oh, I see here you've got the little Smev double.
This is actually, Kira, do you remember this?
What?
Do you remember this?
Oh, when the glass top
And the glass broke.
exploded.
Exploded. Yeah, we actually.
Ouch.
And I was on the bed and I got.
I'd made a hot chocolate, put the boiled the kettle, put the lid down, but I hadn't turned it to off. I turned it to low flame.
Oh
So then
no.
I closed the lid down and put the kettle on the top. Turned around and did some stuff. As soon as I touched the kettle, thermal shock, it just exploded and there was glass.
Oh no.
Luckily, Kira was up there, out the way, but I'm still finding glass from that now.
Oh, nightmare.
It's everywhere, but
That's why you don't go barefoot in here.
this is why we don't go barefoot in here, just in case. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but this is good. It's just I think I'm probably going to exchange this. I'm going to probably extend this, sorry, to about this wide now to get a bit more cupboard space, and build this in because space is premium. Even though it's huge, I still need more storage space. I didn't want to clutter it up with too many cupboards.
Yeah.
And make it feel claustrophobic. The whole idea was for it to feel spacious and airy.
Where did you get these cupboards?
These I actually bought them off Marketplace. These ones, and this one here were all off a Marketplace from a kitchen, from a guy who just ripped out his kitchen. That was basically where they came from. But if I did it again, I would build my own. I built all of these myself, and they were a lot lighter.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I built all of those myself.
Just a frame and then just cover the
Yeah,
frame
exactly. And
with like tongue and groove or
I
something.
tried to get matching doors. I went to IKEA to find the doors, and I found them. And to replace these doors and these doors would have cost me, I think it was about 70 quid. I found these at the end of IKEA for £1 each.
Oh wow.
So for that saving, I was happy to have not matching doors.
Let's have a look at the garage quickly.
Yeah, the garage is huge. It's a mess, I do warn you. Spearfishing gear goes back here. So
You can get a lot in there, can't you? Wow.
yeah, that was the idea, was to try to get as much space back here as I could. So all my electrics and everything I've got. Believe it or not, they're not all tools in there. That's actually if anybody broke into Nick tools, they're not going to get tools. They're going to get leads. They're going to get plug sockets and all sorts of bits and pieces. But it used to all be loose in there, so I found these on Marketplace as well, and they've been quite handy, to be honest. All my electrics on this side.
Oh, you got solar on the roof?
Yeah, I've got solar. All of this was a learning curve for me because I've never done any electrical. So that was, but I did it piece by piece, and it seemed to, touch wood, it seems to be working all right. Yeah, I did actually have a massive leak the start of this year when we had all that rain, and the floor actually rotted out back here. So that's had to be.
Oh wow!
But it turned out it was tracking in through these, so it does look a little bit ghetto at the moment. But I've had to pull. I actually had the carpet tucked in to the rubber seal.
Yeah.
So the water was tracking in, sucking in through the carpet, and then soaking the floor. And because of the rubber matting, I hadn't seen it, so all of that was rotten. So that was a job. It's disappointing, but.
And how many leisure batteries you got there? Just one.
I've just got the two.
Oh, you got two down there.
I've got two. Yeah, they're not very big. I think they're 95 amp hour, so they're not. There's not a lot of. I pushed them to the limits recently. I tried cooking all day on a slow cooker, and it seemed to be fine. It handled it quite well with the sun and all the bits and pieces. So the slow cooker on for 6 hours, and it coped, which was the main thing really. Cooked a nice pigeon on it.
Pigeon, wow.
Yeah. But this used to be a. It was a vinyl flooring company van, and they just used to lay the floor down and smack it in the back and shove it in. So all of this.
It's all dented up.
Yeah, it was terrible. The doors were hanging off. The tops of the doors were. We've replaced these. When we bought the van, the doors were terrible. They were absolutely in some state. So we've had to replace them for these ones. But these were still broken when we got them, but they were cheaper. So I was happy to take the damaged doors. And then yeah.
Looks good. Looks good. Yeah, no, I like the paintwork. I like it.
It's got character, I think they call it. It's a bit filthy as well.